What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Chere Amie as a part of my Does It Suck series for a second time. Unfortunately, the first time I took a look at this, I did test it with the Jacob's grip, which I thought was unfair to the weapon, so I did want to test it again. I'm using it here with the Maliwan grip now. We're looking at the Banberry version, but if we look at the Barking version, we can see that the Barking version does have more damage in exchange for less fire rate. They both have a magazine size of 5 and stuff, obviously, because they both have a Maliwan grip. So I'm deciding right now if I'd rather use the Banberry version or the Barking version. Being that this weapon is relied on to recover health, and I think that we could recover health even if we did a little bit less damage than the Banberry version, but we may be wanting that health to come as quickly as possible, I do think I'm going to go with the fire rate version. Going with the fire rate version, I'm going to use the legendary Sniper Comm over a Chaotic Evil. If I was using the Barking version, I might use a Chaotic Evil. But I think the combination of the fire rate prefix and the legendary Sniper Comm will give us the right amount of damage per shot and fire rate. So we'll go ahead and try it out here. Now, I will think about revisiting several weapons that we've done that either had some criticism or I thought that I did some things wrong in it, but we'll see. So we still have enough power to one-shot, one-kill enemies, which is definitely good. And obviously it is going to release the transfusion trails every time you get a critical hit. Those transfusion trails aren't that powerful, though. What is powerful is the health that it returns on a critical hit just directly. Going directly to you, that health is pretty damn useful a lot of the time. And if you get a critical hit, you know, it's going to fill your health up pretty damn quick. I'm, outdoing his shots there, getting back above health gate. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff there. We're going to go ahead and knock this guy's arm off. I guess if you just knock a dude's arm off with this weapon, then whatever else he can do to you, eye blast or whatever, you can just like immediately get back in health by getting a critical hit on him. And that's pretty solid. Obviously, now that I have critical ascension, I'm going to kill things with it. My problem with this weapon is never that it was too useless to, do damage with. My problem was always that I guess one of those transfusions from actually getting a critical hit helped me out there. So that was good. Something's shooting at me, but I don't know from where. Got it. Alright. So I do think it's pretty cool that the splash damage on this weapon does work a little bit because we hit that barrel there. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have splash damage. I was pretty sure that this weapon didn't have splash damage. I just happened to see that barrel activate, so I'm not certain. It could be either way. But I know that you don't see the extra splash when you shoot this weapon at the ground like you do with most Maliwan snipers. I'm fairly certain that it doesn't have like a huge extra splash damage like a Sniper would have or something. So that is one of the good aspects that you give up for the healing aspect. Obviously, this weapon is acquired by completing round 5 of the Hyperion Slaughter. The Hyperion Slaughter is pretty damn fun. I have uploaded several videos on it, actually, now that I've done my Overpower Level 8 Sniper Zero playthrough, and plus just a couple auxiliary runs, both with Sniper and Melee Zero, I believe. So, if you're interested in that, you can watch me acquire this weapon. Overall, the damage is just lackluster. I mean, obviously, I am using the fire rate version here, but even with 28 stacks of critical ascension, the damage it's doing is just so disappointing or underwhelming, I guess. I don't know. This gun, it's one of those that it has a purpose, right? It's just that that purpose isn't very viable or useful or common, where you actually need to health gate with a sniper. Because as Sniper Zero, a lot of times, you can just recover your health with Innervate, or I don't know. It's just, compared to better offensive options, it's just not there, damage-wise or competition-wise for this weapon. But you know, the whole adage that a good defense is a good offense really applies here, because sure, this weapon is damn powerful for healing yourself, right? It kept me out of dying there, but that hot loader would have already been dead if I was using a better weapon, like a better offensive weapon at least, and I probably wouldn't have been in a bad situation. And switching to this weapon in situations where you need healing, I don't know, that's a little bit strange for me as well. I don't know. It's definitely a weird weapon. It's a nuance. It doesn't necessarily have a niche, in my opinion, but I don't know. I could see where it could be useful. It's definitely hard to say that it sucks when, you know, it does serve a purpose and everything. I just feel like that purpose is so infrequent, I guess you should say. A need for that purpose that this gun provides is very infrequent. It's hard to, you know, justify using this when there are just better offensive options available that then don't require you to have quite as much defense. Some people suggest carrying a slag Chere Amie instead of a slag Pimpernel, but that's not something I would do, because I rely on the slag Pimpernel's ability to slag things in one shot most of the time. And while I'm sure the Chere Amie has a good elemental chance, especially in slag, it's not going to match the Pimpernel's chance. You can miss with the Pimpernel and still slag enemies, which is pretty incredible. Obviously, at 67 stacks of critical ascension, any sniper pretty much is going to one-hit an enemy, you know, from deception. So, I don't know. It's obviously the damage gets made up for by critical ascension and stuff. And all weaker sniper rifles will gain critical ascension, especially as you get multiple critical hits on every enemy and everything. But it is worth noting that a better sniper would have got quicker kills, like a stronger sniper. Maybe not better, just a more traditional sniper, because you have to count what this weapon does as, you know, something that makes it good, I feel like, because what it does is unique and it can be useful. It's just, it doesn't happen to be useful because of the benefits that other snipers provide when you kill enemies so damn quickly that they can't even kill you. If I can hit a critical hit on that guy, it would have made me happier if I did it quicker. Alright, so we'll see if we one-hit Pervy here. Obviously, we already shot him once, but, yeah. I didn't like that guy's little fire grenadier, so we took him out. We'll move forward. We'll go ahead and take out the badass enemies. They gave me plenty of ammunition there, so that was good. Got our follow-through bonus, so now we'll run a little bit quicker as we progress forward here. That should be more than enough ammunition. I should have brought a shock one for Hurley, but we can just take out his shield with the Slag Pimpernel, for example. One of the many reasons to like the Slag Pimpernel is that it works plenty fine as an offensive weapon, which I don't think the Chere Amie would for stripping shields or something. Alright, so we'll take this guy out, and now this guy's down here, so that was good. Frickin' barrels, man, they get me all the time. Alright, so obviously at this amount of critical ascension, I'm doing this just for fun. Any sniper would wear through these enemies pretty damn quickly. So, obviously, with critical ascension, the Chere Amie, however you would pronounce it, I truly don't care how you pronounce it, by the way. But yeah, it's going to obviously, you know, deal any amount of damage, or how should I phrase it? It's going to deal a decent and viable amount of damage, just as any, you know, half-decent sniper with a half-decent fire rate would against enemies once you have critical ascension. What we're looking at here, though, is the use that it provides and its requisite critical ascension ever a viable option to use in combat? And maybe there's someone who really likes this playstyle, using the Chere Amie and getting hit a bunch and then giving a bunch of hits and kind of face-taking some enemies and everything. I don't know. It's not a playstyle I like in comparison to his other Sniper Zero options. Man, I keep mistiming my shots there. There we go. Alright. It's just that using this weapon and the, Moxie healing that it provides is unnecessary as Sniper Zero, because I don't feel like there are many situations where I truly need Moxie healing. If you could try to work it into your loadout and make it fluid, and if that works for you, that's great. I've never seen anybody do it. I've never even heard anyone claim that they do it. So it seems unlikely that it could be as fluid as other Sniper Zero playstyles, but I don't know. Maybe someone does use it. I'm not sure. Personally, I don't use it. I don't feel that in my standard loadout there is a place for it. It doesn't provide any advantage over using Pimpernels and Lyudas for me. And as a result, I don't really see a use for it. But I would say that it does not suck. It's an interesting concept, that's for certain. And its ability to provide Moxie healing while not depleting critical ascension is unique. It's the only one that will do that in the entire game. So, I don't know, if you could find a use for the Chere Amie, and perhaps there are uses for it. Maybe there's a particular section of Digistruct Peak that it could be invaluable for. Maybe there's a certain raid boss that it could definitely make a lot easier to kill. I'm not entirely certain. I haven't tested it in those scenarios, but I know that for standard mobbing, I haven't found a use for it, and I've tried it a couple times in different standard mobbing scenarios, and I've always felt that I was happier just to play with transfusion grenades and an antagonist, and then having another weapon slot open for a gun that I thought was more offensively dangerous. So, I don't know, those are my thoughts on the Chere Amie, or the Chere Amie, however you would pronounce it. Again, I really don't care. But as always, guys, I do thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. If you are interested in seeing any other of my Does It Suck videos revisited or, retried out, whatever, retested, let me know. I can be interested in doing some of those. One more time, guys, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.